Hi, my message is for the whole humanity. Just my heart is full with sadness. What I saw, what happened to George Floyd in Minnesota, in USA. The most powerful country that is being said in the world. But the worst thing happened there. My heart just goes out for George Floyd. I just watched this video and can't explain what an animal kind of behavior was that. And this kind of behavior only happens when people are not scared of God. People think everything is in their hands and they are the most powerful. They just forget they're only here for some time, just like a passenger who is traveling in a vehicle, in a plane, in a car, and then they have to reach their destination. And destination for all of us is death. That takes us to God, and where we have to watch what we have done while we were traveling in this earth, on this earth. If my English is not good and you're having a little bit hard time because it's my second language, but I'm trying to pass this message to as much people as I can because English is the international language. These days, the people who are close to God and the other people think these people don't know anything. They're not modern. And look what happened. There are so many incidents like this happen in America. Why only in America? Is the people in America don't know who God is? And when they will reach God and what is going to happen to them if they don't fear from God while they are on earth? All of us, no matter which country you live, which race you belong, and when you were born, and what your rank is on this earth, we all have to answer for our deeds to God. And you know what? In God's court, God is the witness by himself, and God is the judge. So there is no injustice. Injustice can happen on this earth, but not in God's court. Poor George Floyd was asking for water, and what the other person was doing, who has put his knee on his neck, and even the other person who is standing by, what kind of heart he has? He is fully responsible. They're both, I can see in the video, two of them, they're fully responsible. If the one is doing and the one is not stopping him, he is also fully responsible for this crime. I can understand people got angry The violence happened. What? But this is not acceptable what happened to George Floyd. Nobody stopped the policeman. Even the people who were making the video, they did the good thing that the world can see. But there was nobody else could have done something at that time. We are all like, feel like we don't have any heart. Even when a small little thing is being killed by a person who is religious, they feel so sad. And this was a human being. I don't mean to say the other living things are not as important as the human being. They are. But even the stone has life. Even all the greenery has life. But the stone cannot feel as much as torture as a human being can. That's why I mean to say, when the policeman was doing this behavior to George, so he couldn't feel anything. He was worse than a stone. I have no words to express how, to what extent this deed was the highest like criminal, the person who did this. I just want to request and appeal to people, if you think you are going to make good of your life and make your life successful, it's successful doesn't mean you want to have the highest rank. You want to be a doctor, you want to be a lawyer, you want to be president, you want to be prime minister. That is not successful. Successful means how close you are to God. How close to are you to God's creation? How good you are to your fellow citizens? How good you are to all living creatures? How good you are to nature? Those things count. Not worldly things, not materialistic things. We came empty-handed. We will go empty-handed. What is going with us? Our deeds. What we have done while we were on earth. How much did we remember God? Because we are here because of God. If God didn't want us to come here, we wouldn't have been here. And human life is the best, is the only chance when you can mingle with God. Please, if you are not doing prayers, start doing prayers. Start remembering God. Once you start remembering God, you're feeling God's presence, your heart is going to start filling with love. You will not do the things that happen in the world now. This world can become a better place to live. If each person can take their own responsibility, we can do it. It's just a matter of time. Why there are so many wars going on in this world? The people who are the rulers, they think they will win this land, they'll make the country bigger, short, whatever. One day they're going to die. They're not going to live here forever. So why this bloodshed? Why this hatred? Don't you want to make your journey happy, successful? So what is this all for? Why can't we live and let live? Why can't we understand? This will all happen when people will become religious. If you look back at the history, wherever people were religious more, there was more peace. There was peace at heart. Their family peace. Country was in peace. World will be in peace. All people will be in peace. Where all of us are creation of one God. God is our Father. God is our Mother. He's everything. So if we are one God's children, why can't we live together? Why can't we live happy? Why we fight? Why we do violence? Please, if you think whatever I have said is right, look inside your heart. God is right there, sitting beside you. God is close to you than your hand. But you will only feel the presence if you start finding God. If you start praying on His name. If you will empty your heart from hatred, the love can stay there. Where there is love, there's no fight, there's no violence. There's always peace. May God bless all of us so we can start praying on His name and we can make this world a better place to live. Life is such a short-lived. Thank you so much.